Hello guys, welcome to my channel. We have a 2005 Pontiac Montana SV6 3.5 liter engine, and I have a bad oxygen sensor. With my scan tool I was able to detect that, so we're going to go ahead make a quick video on where the oxygen sensor is located, how to take it out and replace it. So at the front driver's side, just go underneath the car, and underneath the car we're going down straight to where we have so we're underneath the car, and you can see where we have a pan for the transmission fluid. This is where we have a oil change plug. So right after the pan, to the oil change plug, the pan, and keep going, and you'd see the rack and pinion cover. You'd see the rack and pinion cover right there. And if you look straight up in between the exhaust, you can see a whitish plug with a blue cable, a blue lock behind it. That is the cable for the oxygen sensor. And if I zoom in, you can see the oxygen sensor right there. So that's the oxygen sensor, and that's the connector for the oxygen sensor. So we're going to pull out the blue lock cable, blue lock, security lock feature, and then disconnect the cable. It's a tight area, so you have to have the right tool to be able to do the disconnection. So I'll manage to get my hand in there from the other side of the exhaust. So that's my hand, and I'll have to get close enough and try and see if I can get you a better shot. I need to get close enough, disconnect, pull out this security tab, and then lift this tab up and pull out. And before that, you'd have this whole stuff. You'll have it connected. There's a hole where it's secured in place like that. So we pull out the tab, and then we pull off the connector. So I got that disconnected, and then I pull it off the hook. I'll put this aside for now, and we're going to take out the whole of that. Now I cannot give you a close shot of the bottom of that, but it looks, sorry guys, it looks exactly like this one, which is the downstream. So that's the upstream oxygen sensor, and this following that, that's the downstream. I'm changing the upstream, so we need to put a special socket on this to take it out, and there are a whole lot of sockets you can use. A spanner will not be able to get in there. Over here you can use a spanner fine, but over there you might not be able to use a regular spanner because the space is too tight. So over there, what we're gonna do is we've got this special tool here, which we're gonna use to take that out. And as you can see, it has a special slot where the cable can go through. So through the other side, we're going to put that in. Let me get this shot with one hand on the other side. Alright, I'm in there now. Give me a second. Alright, so I'm going to put the slot over the cable. So put the slot through the cable, then you can drop this over. I think I'd have to remove it. Alright, then you can drop this all the way down till it sits at the bottom, and then you pull it down to release the oxygen sensor. So as you can see, mine is loose and wiggling down in there, so I can easily finish off with my hand. So I'll get my hand in there and take the rest off. And hold on to the wire portion so it doesn't get tangled. So I got this. And here, as you can see, got it out. I was using the wrong tool at first because I wasn't getting enough space, so I was messing up the thread a little bit. But with the right tool, you'll be able to get it in there and take it out. So make sure you use the right tool, because once you mess up the threads, it will be really hard to get it out. So that's the old one. I'm gonna take it out and put a new one in there. So there's the old one which I took out. It looks really bent, I think. So I'm gonna put in the new one. So that's the old versus the new. So I'll put this down. I don't need that anymore. And we'll put this new one in there. The new one comes with the slots already greased up. So make sure you don't clean the threads, already greased up. Make sure you don't mess up or clean the threads. So we're going to go ahead, and before you put it, just compare the new and the old. Make sure you buy original parts, okay? Make sure the slot, there's the pins in there, the security lock tag, the hold up pin or whatever that holds it to the engine. And then look at this is the old one, and that's the new one. The pins look the same, everything looks the same. So I can go ahead and put this new one in there. By hand, I'm going to locate where the slot is with my finger, and I'll put this right in there and tighten it by hand initially. just to make sure the threads are okay. Let me hold on to the wires. Alright, so tighten it down. Make sure it's going in as it should. Once I've got it tight enough by hand, I'm going to put the tool in there. To just securely tighten it in place. Make sure it sits. Then we tighten it down. And switch to the upside down. So tighten it a little bit more. Alright, got enough tightening of it. Feels tight enough. Yeah, it's hard to video with one hand and do it at the same time. Alright, I got this. Guys, in place enough. Can disconnect that. Then I'm ready. Ready to put the electrical connectors back in place. Just get the connector, look for that slot where it was in. You can see that slot up there. We're going to put it in that slot. Make sure your wires will be away from the hot parts so that it wouldn't touch the exhaust. I'm gonna put the pin in here. It's set. And my wires are not touching. It's good. And whilst you're doing this, make sure that your engine is cool enough. If not, you're going to burn yourself. So we have this going into the slot. This goes in here like that. Push it in till it sits and clicks. So it's in. Then I get my security lock and push it in place. So we got it secured, And we got the oxygen sensor changed. Thanks guys for watching, and see you on other videos. Bye. See ya.